What's happening, everyone? So as you can see from the title and thumbnail, yep, I'm working on my own game, and that is why I haven't been posting much on my channel. That's really why I haven't really been focused on YouTube lately. It's because I'm so focused on working on this new game. And no, it's not the game I'm currently playing. This is obviously Islands. This is not my game, but it is a game that is related to why I'm doing what I'm doing with the next game. That's right, I'm working on a Skyblock game, and it's not like a vanilla Skyblock. There is an upcoming vanilla Skyblock game that's coming out pretty soon. That's actually in testing. I'll definitely do a video on that. And I think there's some other blocky games coming up that I've heard about that aren't exactly like Islands, but my game's not exactly like Islands either. It's really my twist and spin on it. So there's a lot of things in Islands that aren't going to be in my game. We'll talk about that in a little bit, just so you have clear expectations, because I think a lot of people are going to, they're like, DV's making an Islands 2. No, I'm not. Okay, I'm not making Islands 2. This is going to be a very different game. It's going to be a fresh experience for a lot of players. I didn't want to have a conflict with Islands 2 if they ever decide to make an Islands 2. And in fact, I did ask permission from the devs before I started working on my own game, and that's important to me because these devs are great friends of mine. I don't want to create something that's going to be a conflict for them or ruin our relationship. I mean, we got a great relationship, and I want to continue that. So this game that I'm making would not be possible without them. My game is not going to be like Islands exactly. In fact, there's a lot of things about my game that is completely different from Islands, and we're going to explain those in a second. I'm also going to show you some visuals, and I'm also going to invite you to my Discord for the game that I'm showing a lot of these teasers you're about to see. And so if you want to keep seeing those teasers, you're going to need to join that Discord, because I am not going to post many videos about the game until after release. So you might want to join that Discord if you're at least 13 and just keep up with it. But yeah, this game is not going to be an Islands 2. It's not going to be a copy. And let's talk a little bit about what it's not going to have and what it is going to have. So first of all, it's not going to have this stuff, these things. It's not going to have conveyors. It's not going to have factory. Yep, that's right. No factory in my game. There's a reason I don't want factory in my game. And partly it's because it just gets really complicated. Factories in Islands got really complicated. It's a really fun aspect of it. Yes, it's absolutely fun. But there's a lot of great games out there that do factory really well. Islands does factory really well. And I'm sure if they ever came out with an Islands 2, they would do a good job with factory again. I think, everyone knows that Islands, has an appeal for factories. And it's pretty cool. But the problem is the next step for factory is redstone, and we never got that. So I don't think I really want to get into the whole factory aspect of this inside my game. I might have some generators and stuff later, but we're not really doing that at launch. The other thing we're not going to have are totems. So no totems. We have something similar, which you're going to see shortly here. We have something called Underlings. And Underlings are how you auto farm. You can auto farm wood. You can auto farm, crops. And you can also auto farm mobs. So, yep, you can create a mob farmer. The main thing, though, you have to actually level up to unlock these. So you're not going to be able to just go out and buy an Underling and just immediately be auto. You do have to earn them. Another thing we're not going to have are published islands. This is a great feature of Islands. It is their feature. I'm never going to have something like this. And it's also not going to have anything to do with vending. So we don't have any vending kind of systems in the game. We're not going to have these. Islands is probably the only game that really has something like this where you can sell and buy from it. Even PetSim doesn't have that inside their trading plazas, but Islands does. And I thought it was pretty cool that they added something like this because it was unique to them. But then we saw what kind of happened, where we ended up with basically it's a mall tycoon. This is very much a mall simulator after a while, which a lot of people liked. I mean, who doesn't like trading? I love buying and selling stuff, but there's other ways you can do that, and we're going to do something a little different with that. We're also not going to use terrain for our builds. I love the look of terrain in Islands. At first, I didn't. When I first started playing the game, I was like, dude, why are they using terrain with the blocky game? But it kind of grew on me. I don't know about you, but it kind of grew on me, the fact that they've got, so many different styles, but it just meshes really well together. It just works for Islands, and they can make these vast worlds very easily without a lot of parts, and it's really cool. Plus they got the water. It looks good, but we're not going to use terrain. We're going to use blocks. And the reason being is I really want to go for that unique style to the game and a unique look and feel. Terrain is really easy to create. It definitely simplifies things, and you can make these vast worlds, but our game will not have that. The other thing it's not going to have is this giant hub. I don't know about you, but I really miss the OG lobby where things were simple. It was not very big. You could find everything. Our game is going to be much smaller for the lobby. Yeah, we're going to be a little bit closer to Hypixel Skyblock compared to this game. So the game is called High Realms. It is a Skyblock game, so it's not going to be Islands 2, like I said. It's going to be very different. I'm going to show you some stuff here. Don't worry about this cow. He's doing fine. Trust me. This cow is doing just fine, all right? He's not hurt. It's all part of the act. But here's an example of our world. So obviously we got these really cool portals, and we have this is part of the hub here, and this will actually take you to the mines. I'm spoiling it right now, dude. This takes you to the mines. So the mines are a special area that you can go to for farming. You're gonna be able to find majority of your blocks. Pretty much all blocks are found there, all the different ores, and you can farm from your own island eventually, but you can't really get rare ores without going here. So we have a lot of different types of ores here. There's also a ton of mobs here, so of course it is deadly. So I'll show you another example of the mines here. So this is an area inside the mines that will have mobs. You can see there's some slimes here. There's also another mob in here. I don't see him, but there's another mob in here that will be patrolling the area while you try to farm. These are not the final blocks. Spawn rates and all that stuff is not in yet, so we're working on that. But this is just an example of our look and feel for the game. It's just like Minecraft, but upgrade in my opinion. So these are all of our own textures, so we're not going to get like any kind of copyrights or anything like that. Everything's original works. Including the slimes, including the skeletons. Everything is original. And we're not even taking full inspiration from Skyblock. A lot of these things are obvious features. Here's a preview of one of our mobs here. It's a little skeleton guy. He's one of the mobs, dude. Okay, so he looks cute and all, but man, when they chase you, it's not okay. Okay, like he freaks me out. Here's a sneak that we released of one of our swords. We also have some crop examples. These are, some of the crops you're going to be able to farm on your own island. Obviously, we have, it looks like kiwis, but these are potatoes, and we got watermelons and carrots and a whole lot of other crops. And here is a preview of our underlings. Now, this guy is not final yet. We're still in development, obviously. So, a lot of people are asking us when we're going to come out with testing. I don't know. Like, I'm hoping within the next 2 months. I don't know. We don't know. Got to be ready for everyone. So this guy is an underling. They're kind of like minions from Hypixel Skyblock, if you think about those. But they're just workers, right? And these guys will auto farm on your island, and they could do mob spawners. They could do, crop spawns. They could do wood. They can do ore as well. Anything that you can have a mastery to, you can pretty much get one of these guys for. They're pretty much your auto farms. We are looking at different mechanics to make this more interesting, and that way people can come up with their own builds and such. So there will be some kind of custom build kind of process with these eventually. At the start, they're just going to be pretty simple, auto farmers, but they're pretty cool. You'll have to see them in action. This is like just an animation of his idol. This isn't even showing you the functional version because he does a lot more than just look around. So on my own Discord, I did tease this one a while back. There's a treat of Moolah. So Moolah is actually an NPC in the game, and so I wanted to preview this. This is the Moolah dance. You got to check this out, and then I'll explain a little bit more about him. So Moolah, like I said, is an NPC. It's kind of, if you're familiar with like Farmer Cletus from Islands, he's kind of like that. So you can actually buy and sell crops to an NPC. That is a cow. So it's just, I don't know why I came up with this, but I just wanted a cow to be your NPC, okay? Blame me, all right? Moolah has some Easter eggs. So, of course, High Realms will be riddled with Easter eggs and secrets and lots of different hidden quests, because if you didn't see my game Spirit Guides, I did that a ton. We had so many different secrets in the game and lots of stuff for you to grind for. That's just not just, it's not just about killing 1,000 mobs, right? It's not about that. There's a lot of hidden content in there that we want you to explore with lots of rewards, lots of crafting, lots of combat. There's going to be a lot to it. There will be an economy to the game. A lot of people ask if there's going to be trading. Currently, there's no plans for trading other than a way for you to buy and sell to other players. So there will be a marketplace kind of feature that we're working on. I don't know that we're going to launch with that, but we'll see. A lot of people asked if we are going to be pay to win, and we will be kind of pay to win, but not exactly pay to win. We're not going to let you just go and straight up buy a Robux exclusive sword and just demolish everything and not enjoy the game. We do want you to grind for stuff. So no, you can't just skip the whole combat grinding thing. You got to actually level up to be able to use most of the stuff. So if you don't have the right level, you're not going to be able to use it anyway. So it's kind of a combination. Now, to encourage builds, because, I loved hosting contests with islands, we're going to allow you to buy blocks, or at least decorative blocks, straight out the gate. So if you want to buy Robux to buy coins to be able to get those blocks, you can do so, except rare blocks. But we want to make sure people can make some awesome builds, especially for contests. The ability to make an awesome island is already a lot of work, let alone having to go grind grind for all the materials to be able to do these kind of builds. We're also gonna have a very high block limit. So, you know, if you want to be able to make a massive island, you could do that. But I really loved these islands, these fantasy islands. I can't wait to see what people make in our game. Anyway, again, I wish I could show you more. We have so much more to share, but I don't really want to spoil it. I want to just give you little teasers here and there. We'll continue to reveal some gameplay over time. As soon as we have tester applications open, we will announce those. Currently, we do not have them. Another thing you're going to be able to do, by the way, is customize your island. We're not going to talk about too much of what you can do with your island, but you're going to be blown away with what we've got for you. I'm so stoked about this game. I want to play my own game, which is really exciting. Anyway, if you want to keep up with new teasers for this game and progress, join the Discord at discord.gg/highrealms. If you're a content creator, we might be able to get you a cool role, especially if you have over 20,000 subscribers, and especially if you've posted videos on Bed Wars or Islands. I know Jesse TC joined the other day. We're going to see about getting some of the OGs back from Islands who kind of moved on, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. We're trying to recreate some memories here, maybe create some new ones. Now, I totally forgot to cover this because I know it's going to be brought up like a million more times. Yes, we will eventually have PvP, but we don't know when, and we don't know what it will be yet. We have no plans on making a Bed Wars mode. We definitely don't want to enter that arena. We don't really like the match-based stuff. We're trying to steer clear of competing with easy games. That's not our goal here. And so we're trying to just create a really cool Skyblock game. And if we do combat, it's going to be similar to what you'd find in a Skyblock game. But yeah, we got a lot of cool stuff going. We're cooking over here. You know, there's going to be a lot of new features that are going to be introduced. So definitely jump in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And hopefully you're going to be able to see some cool videos. I will definitely be making videos of my own game. That's kind of where I'm waiting for. We're playing Pet Sim 99. We're playing Doors. We're playing all these other games until I can finally come home to a Skyblock game. So thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the Discord. Peace.